morning, everybody. Smoky Mountain Dave here at the NOC. It is the 2nd of April, under virus lockdown and quarantine. Anyhow, here's something I always wanted to do, is just take a railroad hike. Basically, I'm gonna hike from the NOC to Almond, North Carolina. It should be about 4 miles. And there's always interesting things to see on the railroad line. Obviously the railroad is not running right now. Normally it's the Smoky Mountain Railway that comes out of Bryson City, comes to the NOC. But again, the NOC is closed down and the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad is shut down. So it'll be a great time to take a hike. Now here's the Nantahala River right here. This is Wesser Falls. That's why people don't kayak this far down, because that's about a 10 or 12 foot waterfall. And then I'll get some shots of the river. I think the railroad actually parallels the river for a while. But like I say, there's always interesting things to see along an old railroad bed, because they've been there a long time. This is a historic line. And when we get farther down the line here and come across anything interesting, we'll get back on camera. Okay. Rumor has it that at the other end of this line, behind me, about 5 miles, where the railroad goes through some really steep cliffs on each side and kind of a gorge. And anyhow, rumor has it that's where Eric Rudolph, the Atlanta City bomber from years ago, that's where he hid out for over 5 years to elude the FBI. He was finally caught in Franklin, which is about 20 miles from here, going through a dumpster behind a mall. But he was able to elude the FBI for 5 years with a very extensive manhunt. And like I said, rumor has it that he stayed in some caves about 5 miles behind me. A lot of these little trails that come off the side here. Someday I'm gonna go exploring. This one looks like it, I walked up a little bit, looks like it goes to an old road bed. And since it's right near a creek, there's probably an old homestead back there. But I'm not gonna be able to do that today. Here's the Nantahala River again, and as you can see, spring has sprung. Look how green that grass is over there. Now, this is all gonna be underwater as soon as they quit releasing water from the dam. So the lake will be backed up all the way, and all this will be underwater. You can kind of see where the tree line is over there across the way. As you can see, the river is now backing up and flattening out, and this is actually where the lake begins. So here we are. The lake is backed up right here. You can see it. And this is pretty cool. This is a huge waterfall. It's probably, I don't know, at least 100 feet coming right down into the lake here. Pretty cool. Here's one of those caves I was talking about. It's probably 20-25 feet deep. It's got a couple different rooms to it. Kind of cool. Here's a rock slide that just missed getting to the tracks. That would have probably did some damage and had to be cleared away. But you can see right where it fell from, right up there. This is kind of interesting. Just a little creek coming in right here and into a beautiful little pond that would be absolutely ideal to swim in during the summer. I'm sure it's cold, it's clear, it's deep, and I'm sure other people have been over here doing that. That's kind of cool. Okay, just to give you some perspective, here's where I started my hike at the Nantahala Outdoor Center. And the train ran right along the river all the way here. And this is the Nantahala that goes right into Almond, North Carolina, and then empties into the lake. So again, starting over here at the NOC and following the river and then ending up in Almond, North Carolina, and then heading back to the NOC.